Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. And today we are continuing our ongoing coverage of lessons in insanity. And today, within the last 24 hours or so, we have seen CNN fire Don Lemon, and Fox News part ways with Tucker Carlson. Very interesting. I'm sure that Don Lemon will find his way maybe over to PBS in California, maybe in New Sodom. He'll become maybe a lifestyle reporter, maybe, in New Sodom, California, a.k.a. San Francisco. Tucker Carlson, who knows? I would think that his ability to obtain work is going to be much more higher and lucrative than that of Don Lemon. So the question is why? Why are these two networks parting ways with Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson? Well, I think it's multiple things. I believe that Don Lemon, horrible journalist, and low ratings, and being a horrible journalist tends to get you fired. But at the same time, I have to wonder, I have to ask myself if some elements of the mainstream media have started to understand just where the United States is at in terms of being a polarized country. Is it possible that the powers that be understand now that the United States is on the brink? And maybe the powers that be in some of these media organizations believe that it's time to start to moderate and pull back the reins a little bit. Is it possible? I think it is. I think it is starting to dawn on both the institutions of government, the political leadership in the United States, media organizations, corporations, just how divided this country is. It has never been this divided since, in all probability, just before the first Civil War kicked off. That's my firm belief. And you see absolutely insane policies starting to occur inside of the United States. And that is part of, I think, what we are seeing right now. And I believe that in certain circles in the Democratic Party, they are possibly starting to understand that their party has gone off the cliff. It has become irrational. It has become a lunatic asylum, especially in regards to the whole transgender issue and pushing that crap down the throats of the American people. But again, I have to wonder with Tucker Carlson parting ways, Don Lemon leaving CNN, if in fact these organizations are starting to ask themselves, are we catching the United States on fire? Are we part of the problem? Are we throwing gasoline on the fire? And I would say absolutely they are, without a doubt. I think it's policies. I think it's the opulence of the age that we have entered. We're in our downturn as a hegemonic power, just like ancient Rome observed opulence and debauchery. We too, in the United States, have entered the age of opulence and debauchery. And a lot of folks in the United States are sick of it, are tired of it, are not going to tolerate it anymore. So I think that's what you could be seeing. Part of the component, at least, you have two very polarizing media figures, Don Lemon, Tucker Carlson. I would imagine Carlson is going to go over to Newsmax or possibly even go independent. The age of the independent journalist is rising. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, what I am doing right now would be damn near impossible. And if you look at personalities, Joe Rogan, some others have proven that you can become very successful as a independent personality, not tethered to larger organizations. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Tucker Carlson. We'll see what happens with Don Lemon. I would wager PBS either in New York covering lifestyle or New Sodom covering lifestyles. Difficult to say at this point, but we'll find out. We'll definitely find out. But again, very interesting to see this happen within 24 hours of each other, these two news personalities. Thought I'd talk about it, thought I'd discuss it a little bit. Tell me what you think. Where are we heading? Is it too late? If the media pulls back, if rationalism, if reason is injected into the media, is it too late? Has the United States gone off the cliff? I myself believe we have. I believe that the polarization has become too great, and the batshit craziness of the left has taken us to the brink. And I believe, again, that as the new election cycle approaches, we will see the rise of kinetic activity taking place on both sides of the equation. I think we are heading into an era where elections may not be entirely peaceful here in the United States. We've seen the onset of unpeaceful elections. And I think it's only going to grow. I only think it's going to rise at this point. And I think possibly getting rid of some of these polarizing personalities on TV is too little too late. It's too late, I believe, at this point. I believe it's going to become a zero-sum game. You are going to have a winner, and you are going to have a loser, and the loser is going to be vanquished. Completely vanquished. Anyway, that's what I have for today. Stay tuned for more very, very soon. And as always, have a good day.